spin me up. So I'm going to play some spin and goes. Feel free to drop me any questions, anything you want to ask. Yeah, let's see if we get some big spins. Let's have some fun. This is definitely my favorite poker format of all the ones that I've played. I really enjoy these quick hits, three-handed, get to play lots of hands, lots of thinking. It's really, really fun. So hope you enjoy the session. If you get value from the session, please follow us on Twitch. It would be massively appreciated. Drop us any comments, any questions you have. Be more than happy to answer. Let's go for it. Alright, we'll be on stars today. Let's get one up, make sure that everything is looking okay. We have the deep house today. See what vibe this gives us. Pretty standard open with the ace-2 suited here. Pretty easy defend, calling all suited cards here. Obviously not our board, we won't be defending or continuing here. Jack 4 suited. Alright, 9-3 off. I'm assuming we're going to be binning this if we get some action. Oh, that's nice. Nice walk with the 9-3 off. Raising for value with the 8s. I generally play a limit strategy in small blind versus weak players, but I'm going to raise that one. Alright. This does hit the small blind range pretty hard if you think of all the Broadway cards they're calling. Jack 10 suited, Queen 10, King 10, all the Jack X suited as well. Going to go for a passive line with this one. Calling a bet, obviously, with the open-ended. Snap check, so I'm just wondering whether they've given up or whether they have some sort of like 10-9, Jack 9 suited sort of hand, but I think all these call in the river anyway, so we win. No need to blow a pot with King 9 suited. We'll be calling to a bet, especially to this size. Backdoor draws, a good chance for a head, and the turn is potentially good for us. Bets one like this, I mean, I don't see the point of raising. We're kind of only targeting some weak draws. We could raise, but I'm just going to keep the pot small. And now we're definitely betting for value. It's not that much you can call us with. I'm just going to go for the smaller size. Yeah, okay, well, obviously wanted to sucker us in. Sometimes you'll see this from players as well. They'll bet these 1BB trying to get us to raise, but not really much we can do. It's a pretty easy fold. Pretty easy fold. Quite a quick raise from the BB. I don't think people are doing this often enough with trash, so I think I'm going to let this one go. Any questions, feel free to ask. What do you play? What do you do? Happy to answer anything poker related. I've been playing poker for a long time. I think these games are super profitable. 4-5 off. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a defend. Alright, we hit the gut shots. Just gonna go for a straight up raise on this. It's gonna miss that board like very often. Limit strategy. Alright, not to be. Two off. Alright, stacks are getting short, pretty easy to play, so I'm going to add another game. Alright, 3x. Hoping for some rejams there with the ace king, 7-8 suited. This is an interesting one. I think it's like not really much option. It's just too much in the middle, so 7-8 suited plays too well. I was just trying to think, like pausing if I have any raise folds there against that stack size, but calling with a queen 7. Okay, this is obviously a good barrel spot for us. Hitting top pair. He checks. Okay, so wonder if he traps or if he's just like checking. I mean, we block a queen for the queens. Can have jacks, can have a 10x. I think we have to go for it still with an under pair possibly, or some random hand that he has. Wow, he makes a super light call on us, which is pretty interesting. Okay, well, he made a good call, I guess. Interesting min raise with the jack 9 off. I don't recommend that. Alright, just going to see my equity now. That's one of the reasons why I bet on this flop as well, is that 1, there's a chance that he just check folds, and 2, he's very unlikely to just start leading turns. So this is obviously one I'm going to shove on. I look very bluffy as well, all the draws missed, so no, he just snap folds. Min raise again, calling. I'd be pretty suspect normally if someone just does that, but the fact that he did it the hand before kind of starts making me think he just is at it, but it's fine. I mean, I can't really do much there with the 7-8 off. Yeah, it just seems to be his strategy in general is just min raising. In position, out position, pretty interesting. Obviously we're betting this open-ended. I think we're going to have to barrel it off, so 10-3, he didn't bet the flop. 6 is not gonna bet. I could get like an 8x, a 7x to just start betting. I think his jack x, queen x possibly start betting and then flop there, so 6 BB. I don't think he's gonna ISO this anywhere near as much as he should, so 12 BB. Saying that, obviously he does ISO, but that's okay. I should be binning this, but against an unknown, yeah, okay, I should be binning that against him. He's ISOing too much. 11 BB, this is going in. Alright, flush draw. 1 BB. Just thinking that it's check raise or to call. It hits so many hands. I think I'm going to call here. Like, it's not like we have a jack or a queen flush draw here where we can easily hit one of those. 2BB. This is kind of disgusting. Hello, how's it going? Gem Farmer. Where are you from, Gem? Gem Farmer. Cool, and the queen eye flush draw. Good, glad to hear it. Australia, oh nice, I've never been there. Always thought about going. Whereabouts in Australia? UK. UK. Living in Malta at the moment though. Can't stand the English weather. Kingston. Kingston. Nice. Recommend visiting. Raise. Interesting. I should slow him down a lot if he's on some bluffs. Okay. Obviously no joy there. Canberra. Check raise. Am I winning with queen high, or am I gonna have to? I think we're going to have to fold out other hands like queen 10. Canberra, Australia. Yeah, that's pretty far. Let's see. I've never been there. I had a friend who went around there. Australia is supposed to be super nice. What about all the big creatures? All I've heard is it's full of really crazy big animals. Ace 9, good. Or is that just a myth? I spoke to someone else from Australia. I remember they were saying, no, it's not like that. I was like, yeah, but it's just because all the ones that you don't hear about have died because of all the animals. So those are not the ones that are telling the survival stories. Alright, got a flip. Australia. Yeah, it's definitely on the bucket list. Have you been there? What about New Zealand? I heard lots of good things about New Zealand. Some fuck off. I don't think he's ISOing enough. Kangaroos and tarantulas. Yeah, don't you have like crazy big spiders or something? And is this, what is it? It's this mouse thing that's super huge as well. Well, that wasn't a good one. Love New Zealand. The thing I remember about New Zealand is Lord of the Rings. Just like they shot the whole movies there, so the scenery just looks insane. Play any poker over in Australia? Raise for value for sure. Alright, get called. We have a club. We're just launching the site soon actually. It's taking a while from the developers. We're launching it soon. We have a bunch of socials, like if you check on Instagram at Poker Deals Official, we have like a bunch of content on there. And yeah, we have YouTube, but it's basically just our streams. This kind of sucks. It's a blackjack. I never really got into the old blackjack. so many rivers are going to suck for us. He's basically... Oh, now we're going to be put in a world of pain, I foresee. Yep, here we go. I'm basically calling for a chop, so he has a lot more 8s than I do. That kind of sucked. Poker deals all real money. What do you mean? All real money? We're gonna... Well, our content is for free, like in the socials. We're a bunch of poker players, basically. I played professionally for like 12 years. The owner played professionally. So at the moment, since the website hasn't been ready, we're just trying to make like awesome content. We think that the poker community is kind of lacking a lot of good content. They haven't innovated or changed anything for a very long time, like if you check out a bunch of the other sites. So we're trying to create a lot of awesome content, which I think if you check our Instagram, you'll see what we're trying to do. We've created some funny movie memes, like from The Matrix, from Interstellar and stuff like this, so they're pretty fun. But yeah, the website will be coming out soon, but it will be like deals and rooms, and also like reviews. We also have a coach, like head of content. He's a coach as well, so he's written a bunch of strategy and stuff. So okay, yeah, he has a lot of clubs when he check calls this board. Yeah, not going the best. I'll raise value. But yeah, we do streaming too. Like we had one yesterday, me and Luke, he's the coach. We commentated on a scoop, and on Friday, me and Matt, well, not this week, but the other weeks, we've been battling out heads up. We show the whole cards over stream and get on a Zoom call. That's been pretty fun. Thankfully, I'm winning at the moment. One of the weeks, he bought the entire office ice cream, so as a little bit of a bribe to support him in the stream. Let's see. God, I'm so bad at playing and talking at the same time. Calling with king high. I guess not. Yeah, multitasking not so good. I remember I had a girlfriend and I used to play poker, and we had to have a rule that whenever she spoke to me, whatever I said during me playing poker didn't count, because I couldn't remember any of it. No contracts made. That was the contract. This is gonna have to be called. So what are you doing in Australia other than playing blackjack? Okay, I'm gonna make this easy and just go for a bet with the old 7 high. Small blind's a bit short here, I'm not liking that. Not much, just enjoying the kangaroos and tarantulas. Oh, this blows. Ah, cool, what are you studying? Data analytics. Okay, what field do you want to go into? Like, you're doing an assignment. Well, don't blame me if the assignment doesn't go well. I don't want to have any responsibility here for the assignment not getting done. So why did you choose data analytics? What was it that like tugged the heartstrings? Because I've got to be honest, it doesn't sound super fun. King 8 off. Planning to get into artificial intelligence. Well, that is the future, isn't it? Artificial intelligence. Okay, so yeah, I mean, that makes sense. So what do you think? Are we going to get like a Terminator day where, you know, Skynet just takes over? A self-driving bus. Yeah, I mean, the whole taxi industry is going to be completely changed, isn't it? Like cars, self-driving. I mean, you'll just... Like, people think that there'll be more cars sold, but that's actually just not true. Your car will be utilized another way. Like, imagine you're not using it, and then it can be used by so many others, because it just drives to someone else. Like, car industry, I swear, they're not going to make anywhere near as many cars. Janice, I think I'm going to get some better folds. Artificial intelligence. I don't know. That's the question, isn't it? Are they going to take over? They're going to get it to a point where they just say, screw you humans. What do you reckon? You reckon that's going to happen, or we're going to be able to contain it? Because at the moment, no one seems to be thinking in this way. I think I'm going to delay this one. Try and take it later, which I think is going to happen. No, I know. I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna happen tomorrow. Like I'm not having nightmares about this or anything. I guess we want 2 pair to cool, right? So the next. Wow, you think it's that far away? Like 100 or 200 years before we get like an AI that's actually I think that's quite far. 100, 200 years? No way. That's way too far, surely. Yeah, the thing is they don't have to yeah, there's no there's no code for it that we understand right now, right? Or maybe we're just trying to... It's hard, isn't it? Like, that's maybe our problem. We're trying to think of it in a human way, but obviously maybe a computer's emotion needs to be developed in a computer way, not a human way. Maybe we're just trying to literally translate it. I don't know though. I don't know. I mean, if you think how small our brain is compared to like the world, the earth or whatever, and what we can do with our tiny little brains, I'm pretty sure we can make something that is going to be a lot superior to that. But yeah, I think think I agree in the aspect that everyone thinks that some of these AI things are like round the corner when they're actually still pretty far off. But I still think 100, 200 years is a lot. Are you saying that I'm not very complex or what? You could probably build something to beat me at poker. Okay, okay, I'll take that. That's fine. What do you reckon? I reckon. What about transporting consciousness into a machine? That could be like some sort of AI feature, right? They wouldn't have to. They would have to just import a human consciousness into it rather than create their own. Yeah, because again, it's a human level, right? That's probably harder. So, what's your assignment on? Maybe I can help. Just make it poker related or something. Just change the title of it now. Spin and goes, data analytics. There we go. I know quite a lot about data and spins. Yeah, that's why I said it sounded a bit boring. I gathered it from the title. Very useful though. Like, trust me, whatever profession you're in, data and analytics is like absolutely essential. So. But like, why did you choose the subject? Do you like maths, or you just thought this is going to be useful? I think we're going to fold out some king highs here and some 5x's. Maybe not. He has to have 5, 7, 8, 7. So I think we'll go for this one. If he calls me with an 8, a 5, or king high here. Okay, so he just has it. That's fine. Easy shove. Maths is fun. Yeah, I don't know about that one. I'm glad you find it fun. I'm glad some people find it fun. I'm not sure I find it that fun. I can do it, but I don't know if I find it very fun. Yeah. So, given that you're going in data analytics and you like AI, don't you think that at some point you're just not going to be needed because all the data will be just done with an AI? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. You'd be surprised though, I didn't have to do that much maths in poker. Like, it's quite a basic level. But like seriously though, won't they just do all data through AI now? I'm sure it's already going that way a bit. Yeah, it's like aeroplanes, right? You know, you still want to put a human in there, you know, where they can fly themselves, just to make everybody feel safe. And that's going to be like the interesting one. Like, imagine all self-driving cars and accidents still happen. And it's like, who do we blame? You know, you're still doing well on the statistics, but some people are still going to die. Alright, that is the perfect card. The problem is it doesn't have too much 2x and 4x in his range. Calling, if you think about like all the offsuit 2s, offsuit 4s, but we still have to go for this, and he's really only going to check raise like 2 pairs. Alright, nice. So when do you finish college? Like, what are you doing after? Just south of Birmingham, a little place called Solihull. But I'm never going back to England. I mean, I just can't take the weather. It's a mediocre grey for all year round, basically. I just don't see the point. Right now I'm in Malta, like Mediterranean islands, sea everywhere. It's just, I think it's like the most amount of daylight or sunshine hours in any European country. I tell you, it makes a difference. It really does. Okay. I've not been to Sheffield actually. I didn't really travel much around the UK when I was there. See the flop, good board for us. We'll be leading here. Too many bad turns and rivers. Ace Jack. This is obviously going in, especially to the limp. Do I want to raise non all in for the big blind? I think value wise I do. I'm going to get cooled with some of the like suited broadways that I dominate pretty heavily. So yeah, likewise, drop in again. Follow us on the Twitch if you haven't already. Drop into Instagram, follow us there. I'm sure you'll like our content. It's pretty fun. Our team spend a lot of time creating it. Good luck with the errands, good luck with your assignment, and good luck with the AI. Take care. Alright. See ya. Have a good one. Maybe I'll actually be able to play some poker now. I'm terrible at chatting and playing at the same time. At least any meaningful conversation, if it's not about poker, different topics, impossible. Alright, 9-6, 9-7 suited I would shove. I think people in the big blind are pretty bad at calling ranges to the low stack depths. AC is not working here. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna try and take some initiative. See if I can get him to. Nope. But it is our board. Well, that didn't work out, but I think it is going to most of the time, so completely fine with it. Let's see. Oh, 5x, nice. Alright, let's concentrate this one a little bit. See if we can actually get some winnings in. Alright guys, let me know any poker questions, anything you want to ask, feel free. I've been playing these games a long time. Definitely my favourite format, spin and goes. Alright, we have a bet. I think we're just going to see what plays out. That's probably one of the worst turns, like any heart, because it's one of the only draws really. But so now we will be in check call mode. And thankfully not another heart. Okay. I could lead on that river to try and get some calls from... Yeah, it's probably best actually. Wow. So we had 2 pair. That's what I'm saying. We lose value there. So we really could just lead on the river. It's not like orthodox, but I think in these games it doesn't really matter. And we'd probably get some value from King X's. And obviously if he raises the river, he's always got a flush basically. He's probably rarely ever bluffing, so we can just like bet fold the King 2. Okay. Yeah, so that would have been a higher EV line. Fortunately, I couldn't think of that in game. This really sucks. He bet big last time and he had... I think we just bid this one. Alright, raising for value, hoping for a shove. Pretty active so far, this guy. Okay. Shouldn't hit the small blind range too hard, and even the big blind when you think about it, like, what is going on here? Okay, well that makes it super easy for us. Both have a 9. Looks like we'll be getting heads up. Alright, heads up for the 50. Off. We'll be jamming this. Alright. Nice fold, please. When you get caught in these situations, you basically know you're flipping, so yeah, take that. And I don't really like flipping in general when I'm probably going to have a good edge. Dream flop, obviously. I'm just hoping he has any sort of overs that he wants to call with. He's not going to have too many 10 highs, 10x's, unless it's like some sort of 10x suited, Jack 10, Queen 10, King 10 suited, these kind of hands. But still, it's unlikely that he's going to really have too much here. Okay. Well, I'm going to get called by a 6, possibly King high. Wow, he has a 4. Pretty good run out for me then. This I'm going to shove. He's raised 2 of 3 buttons. I'm going to stick to a pretty polar strategy on the button. Polar being like trash and strong value hands. He's going to have a lot of king highs as well. I'm just going to check this. Alright. I'm just going to have to go for value now. I don't, unless he just maybe value bet a 7 or a 6, but I want to dictate the size myself, so I'm just going to go for the pot size and try and get a light call. No, let's see what he had, because that will help us. No, he folded right. We're going to get a lot of good barrel spots here, so I'm going to go slightly on the bigger side. Makes his check raising a bit more difficult, and he's only going to do it if he actually has some hands. And if he does, that's fine. I mean, we have 10 high. I wouldn't do this against regs so much. Hasn't folded a hand, so I'm going to ISO. Alright, let's see here. We've been raised the button quite a lot, so I can easily add kings in. You should really generally be doing this. This is obviously perfect. I don't expect him to be very light here. He made it quite quick. So I'm just going to flat. Queens obviously sucks. I'm just keeping some bluffs in here. I mean, this is just obviously the worst run out we can possibly have in this situation. Queens obviously winning, any ace king obviously winning, and I don't see him ever bluffing this spot really, so I think we just have to bin there. I mean, what else is he shoving here? Like, it has to be some complete random spew and you're just never gonna see it. It was a really sucky spot for us, to be honest. Really sucky. That's where you have to really go with the hand reading, like go with the logic, not with your frustration. It's easy to get frustrated there with kings. Just have a plan and stick with it. Alright, let's win this. Nice. Alright. Good chance to lock it up. Do I want to limp call or do I want to jam? I think I'm going to jam. Yeah, hand reading is so important. I remember in the early days, like, so easy to get attached to kings there, and this is obviously a call. Alright, good with the diamonds. Nope. Even stacks. Just going to deny a bit of equity here with the ace-4, maybe get called by some king highs. Kind of sucks that he calls. It's likely he has a 6. Yep, we do get some king highs. We'll be ISOing this as well. He's not folding anything, so I don't even need to go the bigger size. I think he just has too many hands. Alright, let's go some limp shoves. We'll be defending. Most likely ahead in this spot. He should bet this board even with an ace every time. And he's not likely to have queen 10. King 10 should still bet the board as well. It's a pretty sucky spot now because he should have some king highs as well. The call. Yeah. And if I'm him now as well, like I'd probably turn my jack into a bluff. He's thinking about it. I have to call for 1 BB. I mean, yeah, so he has kings. He was trapping. Yeah, he's getting some good spots, you know. Getting some good spots. Alright. Double up time. Come on. Nope. No joy. Oh well. Only takes one, guys, remember that. 2x. Well, that's a pretty boring spin, so let's get another one up. Alright, 3x and a 2x. He seemed to play alright, that last guy, actually. He was pretty okay. Lots of barrel spots on the right hand side. So many straight draws and flush draws coming on the turn. Overs that I can barrel. Raise for value. Ace 9. What does he limp shove? I think I just have to call this off. It's like small aces. 7's fine. Alright. Heads up. Played this guy, and I cannot remember much about him. I don't have any notes either, do I? Let's see. Nope. King 9 is like optional. Raise for value or limp. Splits in both ranges. Definitely checking back that flop. It's a really good turn for us. Less chance for 7. Probably ahead now. Like almost always. I'm just gonna bet. Going for a bit of a cheeky one with 5-3 suited. Get the fold. Pretty nice now, blinds go up, some really good stack sizes for us. And the dream board, but it's just very unlikely that he has, like any ace-x, his will shove pre-flop. Strong kings probably raise and shove, so we're unlikely to get very much, but still should be betting these. Because you just never get any value in the hand anyway. Realistically, I'm only going to get 2 streets, so I want to capture his bluffs on the river, like a jack-x or a 10x. Now I'm going to make it look like a bluff. I've had like king 7, king 6, king 3, king 2. I'm more likely to call this. King queen even, but king 9. Let's see what he had here. Queen 7, yeah, so we really maxed the value versus this hand. Queen 9, do I want to jam? I guess I do. I don't tend to like jamming, but a lot of the time you kind of just have to. And jack 9 suited is too strong, obviously. Get called by ace jack, so we need to hit there. Good turn for us. Nope. It's alright, we are going to win some games. Like that one. (2x). Ah, we got him again. Got him again. I didn't get any notes either. Ace king suited. Good start in this one. Don Tony. Obviously raising for value. And he calls. Time to make a super small bet to get like everything to call, but he bets himself. Pretty interesting tactic. Don't recommend it. I'm going to call again. It's not the greatest run out. Like maybe he bets like Jack 10, Jack 8, 10 9, sorry 10 7, 10 8 suited, like some of these kind of hands that wrap around, and like he has to be just on a complete spew now basically, and we don't know anything about him. I mean, we have other hands that we can call here, just we don't have that one unfortunately. Just a pretty interesting tactic from him. A lot of the solvers say to jam these kind of hands, but I think people play so badly post flop. Try to limit this M4 off against the reg. I wouldn't ordinarily do this at HFR. I've had him in a few games, so I'm not going to attempt. Barrel spots on the left. This is not really one of them. It's like Jack at 6 or 2 are the cards that really are going to be struggling for me to barrel, so I'm just going to give this one up. F7 high. 4-6 suited. I'm gonna just call here. It's giving me a nice chance to see a flop. 9-8-9, nothing doing there. On both tables it seems. Jack 3, this is gonna have to go in 4BB. Called again. Hits the ace, got some turns, not that one. I'm pretty suspicious of min raising at this stack depth. No spade in our hand. I just feel like he's going to jam the turn so often. That's a bad turn. He checks now. I don't think we can turn it into a bluff, so... It's like the worst two cards, unless he has like jacks, queens. It's either that or he was like bluffing, and maybe we're winning. Min raised. Is he min raised 8s, 9s? Probably not. I think we just have to hope he's bluffing and take it down. Okay. Sure there's a fold. 10-4. Yeah. Let's make a note on this guy. Min raising 10 BB. PV blind v blind. Jack 8 off. 4-3. Pretty sure we're gonna be folding this as well. No, it likes to call it. open-ender here. I don't see how he's really doing this with air, so I think we're just going to call, and if we hit the turn we're obviously in. Thinking of getting fancy and check raising or doing something, but I think with 9 high I'm just going to straight out bet and use some of the other hands to check call with. Nature Fire, I cannot remember, but we're going to try an ISO here. Not successful. Standard tiny C bet, super effective. King queen off. It's obviously going in. Wow, took him a long time to call with ace queen there. Good diamond on the turn. No joy though. Ace king. I'm gonna raise, try and get called by worse hands and not just jam it. I think they're gonna shove a bunch of aces and stuff themselves. Alright, 6-5 suited, not the best flop. Oh, we get a lead. Do we want to raise or do we want to call? I think we can just see our equity. So more outs on the turn now. Yeah, definitely just calling. Wow, that sucks to lose the tens. Yeah, I mean, we block flush draws that he will bet as well, so the Jack 10 gets there. Just not really much we can do. Could just raise flop. I think it's definitely a viable solution to just raise flop there. But I think I save my money because I think most of the time he's just going to keep betting anyway. And I can see the cards and hit or not. Gonna raise the king queen for value. Snap cool. Jam this. Well, I'm gonna have better hands there, so this is a good tune. Wanna raise cool or just jam? That is the question. Let's just jam this one. Ace king suited. Alright, come on. Yeah, we'll take that. Fives. Interesting that he doesn't just shove the fives. That's really bad. You definitely should be shoving fives at that stack depth. It's not like you want to see any flop with your low pocket pairs. They have good pre-flop equity, but post-flop they're like, you just never know where you are. So yeah, pocket pairs should be shoving that spot for sure. Take an ISO. have a lot of good turns and rivers to barrel here, so I'm going to start bluffing this one. Not ahead with queen high probably. Obviously a good turn card for us. I think it's going to call any pair and diamond. Like, you want to just bet these spots, because if you don't, you're going to make life pretty hard. Like, and you don't have a diamond, so you don't even know where you are. Alright, the King Jack, 3x, he's got 8 BB, and he does 3x. Is he doing this with, I mean, is he doing this with Jack 10 or Queen Jack? I think that one I'm just going to let go, even though I really want to be in there. Alright, heads up in this one. Let's get this one done. Let's hope he has an ace. Yeah, perfect. Oh, not anymore. King? No. Yeah, not to be. Not such a good session. Shoving the ace 3 versus the limp. We'll make these ones the last rounds. See if we can get anything going. Let's see, 8-6. Please check park. Calling this one. And the dream card, not even the spade. Perfect. Park not betting. Kind of sucks. Why would he check? Just hope for a raise from a 7. Let's see. Wow, he just calls with a 7. Brutal. We sized down. We sized down on purpose to get the... Did I accidentally click call there or something? Well, that was interesting. We size down there and he still doesn't raise the 7 with all the flushes incomplete. I mean, it's pretty insane. Insane, insane. Probably need to start turning my 3-4 into a bluff there. Pretty hard with the queen on the turn though. When he bets the flop. Gonna ISO this one again. Calls. Good for us. Good board. Gonna call. Very good turn for us. Problem is, it's really hard for him to have a hand out. It's really like King 10 of hearts is the only hand we're kind of super afraid of. Ace 4, Ace 3. Yeah, I think we just call here. We don't really beat that many other. He's probably not doing this one pair, so it's like bluffs or some value hand. There's not really much we can do. Our hand essentially becomes a bluff catcher. Alright, ace 8 off in the right hand table. Obviously going to be a call calling here as well. I think he's played a lot of limps. I'm going to raise for value. I think I'm just going to bet call off, to be honest. Too much in the middle, and I don't want to check and then on the turn him just jam on me when I hit like something. He's 3. Right, heads up with Park. Shoving for value. 3-4, I cannot call. 9-4 suited. We hit the 4. No need to start betting really. He should shove a lot of aces pre. Is he gonna call a bluff with like king high? I'm just gonna bet and try and get some ace high call off. Sorry, king high call offs. 7 BB. 7-6 off plays really well as a jam. Heads up at these small stack depths. Just betting this. Alright, king 4 suited will be a call. Ace 8, obviously a jam. Gonna take some time. Jack 6 will be a fold. This stuff is going to be a call. Stack depth's too short. I get a free flop, so I'm going to take it. I'm actually going to bet now because this board favors me, and if he does have a 4 or a 2, I have overs and some backdoors. Alright, perfect spot. Limps. I'm jamming versus that. He's played the small blind quite a lot. Quite a lot. Alright, let's see if we can end the session with a compounding double win. Min raise calling. I'm going to go with here. Super value hand. Oh, we just get flatted. It's so suspect from a 12 BB stack. Wow. I mean, we block 8-9. A6, A7, A3. Does he just jam these for double pot? Oh, this really blows. I think we just have to call. Yeah, that really sucks. Typically when you see people do this, they don't really have very many bluffs, unfortunately. But what can you do? What can you do? Alright, 4s. Good turn, good river. Heads up in the final game. Trying to compound the win here. We'll be playing polar. Turn, but I don't really want to just check. 5-4 off of calling. Bottom pair, some backdoors. Ooh, to the pot bet I'm folding. It's not going to have too many Jack X's, so I am going to put a bunch of pressure on here. You know, you'll have Jack 8, Jack 9, but not really too many others. Obviously shoving. Taking a min raise. Alright, got the gut shot. We're gonna barrel this one off. Well, he obviously just has it, which is fine when you have jack, well, bottom pair we had. Easy fold to a pot bet. I think people don't ISO enough, so I'm going to go with a limp at the 5EB stack depth. I'm going to deny some equity to some of the overs that you can have in this spot. Yeah, it's a pretty easy fold for us. Not getting very many spots. Obviously have to call now. And kind of summated the heads up with this guy. Nope. Alright. That will do for this session. Thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope you found some value from this session. If you're watching in the end, feel free to drop into Twitch and see the replay. Follow if you found any information valuable. I would highly appreciate it. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Also, if you haven't seen our other socials, Instagram is a perfect place for valuable content. Me and the team spend a lot of hours a week trying to create really valuable poker content for you guys. If you haven't seen that, at Poker Deals Official on Instagram. We're also on YouTube. Just search Poker Deals. Got all the previous streams and video transforms of movies, Interstellar, Matrix. They're really fun to watch, really fun to create. Yeah, I hope you got some value. We'll be back next week. Same sort of sessions, spin and goes. Me and Lucky Luke on Wednesday will be doing commentary for Scoop. That's really fun. And then on Friday we have Heads Up. Me and Matt in the office are going to war on a Zoom call. We show all the whole cards for viewers. It's really fun. So if you want to see that, next Friday 3 p.m. CET. Other than that, I hope you